Intro. I can guarantee that by the end of this video, you'll never look at networking events the same way ever again. If you've ever walked into a room full of strangers at a corporate mixer or professional gathering and thought, how can I even begin to approach someone I find attractive? Then, this video is especially for you. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit subscribe to Ready for Anything, so you never miss a single episode, especially if leveling up your confidence is your game. Hook. So here's the million-dollar question. Is it taboo to approach someone you're interested in at a networking event? Absolutely not, as long as you go about it with self-awareness and respect. This isn't just about making shallow connections. It's about developing a balance between professional goals and authentic human interaction. Ready to break it down? Let's go. Starting with mindset. The first thing you need to understand is that rejection is a part of the process. Let me repeat that. Rejection is your stepping stone to success. Networking events are essentially controlled environments, perfect for practicing the art of connecting with someone, romantically or otherwise. It's a numbers game. The more you practice, the better you become. And here's a truth bomb. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Your goal isn't to force connections, it's to plant seeds for organic curiosity to grow. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. But that's okay. Every experience builds your confidence for the next one. Do alert. Have the right intent. A networking event is not the same as a club or a dating app. As intriguing as you find someone, maintaining respect for the context is critical. Your initial intent should lean toward genuine curiosity. Get to know the person professionally first, as nobody wants to feel like they're being hit on instead of taken seriously. But here's where the magic happens. If you are truly authentic and curious about the other person, your intent shines through. This builds trust, a major key when blending professional and personal intentions. Setting up the opportunity. The hard part? Making the approach. But try this. Before going in cold, pinpoint some context clues to start the conversation. Are they holding a drink? Great. Try, is the wine decent or should I go for something else? If they're mingling by the dessert table, wow, that cheesecake is getting rave reviews. I had to see what all the hype is about. These icebreakers are situational and non-confrontational, meaning you're not diving straight into an awkward introduction, but instead creating a neutral space for an actual conversation to unfold. Scripting the approach. Don't make it all about you. The key here is to bring value. For example, hi, I overheard you discussing insert topic. It's something I've been trying to learn more about. Or, I noticed you work in industry and I was really curious about specific aspect. How did you get into that? You see, this is about building rapport. It's amazing how far genuine interest can take you. And don't forget to listen, actively. It's not about what you're going to say next, but showing that you're engaged in their world. Transitioning to personal connection. Now that you've broken the ice, how do you build it into something more personal? This is where body language and humor come in. Gauge their comfort level by observing their reactions. Are they smiling? Leaning closer into the conversation? Then gradually add more warmth to the dialogue. For instance, networking events can be so awkward sometimes, don't you think? I never know what to expect walking into the room. It's relatable, light, and keeps the interaction flowing. When to test the waters. Once you sense a good rhythm in your conversation, you can gently steer it into personal territory. Something like, I'm loving this chat. Usually these events are all surface talk, but this has been refreshingly different. Do you like doing stuff like this? Or are you more of a Netflix and popcorn kind of person? This works because it transitions from the professional to the personal smoothly without raising red flags. The importance of reading signals. Here's a crucial tip. Reading the other person's verbal and nonverbal cues is everything. If their responses become curt, They start glancing around the room or seem visibly uncomfortable. Recognize that they may not want to continue. And that's okay. Politely seal the conversation with, "It's been a real pleasure chatting. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening." On the flip side, if you sense positive feedback, warm smiles, continued engagement, this is your green light to explore deeper connections. The follow-up strategy. Networking is a long-term game, and so is dating. If your conversation went well and you feel like the interest is mutual, make an effort to exchange contact information respectfully. Something like, "I'd really like to continue this conversation sometime. Would you feel comfortable exchanging information?" This keeps things professional and non-intrusive, but keep in mind, when it comes to follow-ups, wait an appropriate amount of time, and when you reach out, be casual. For example, "Hi, name. I really enjoyed chatting about topic. Thanks for the insights. By the way, if you're free one day next week, I'd love to grab a coffee and continue the conversation." This approach keeps it light and non-pressuring. Keep your game strong. And now let's talk psychology for a second. Why does this method work? First off, you're not rushing things. This isn't about instant gratification. It's about building a genuine human connection. Second, the consistent element of curiosity and authenticity prevents you from coming off as overly rehearsed or shallow. When you approach someone with the idea of learning something from them and respecting their boundaries, you create a space where they feel seen and valued. Women, and people in general, respond to that energy. Wrapping it up. Do networking events suddenly feel more approachable now? The key takeaway here is to always manage your intentions consciously and keep it human-centered. Yes, it's a numbers game, but that doesn't mean you're playing roulette with someone's emotions. Each interaction is a learning point, and each rejection builds the foundation for your ultimate success. So, aspiring Casanovas of the professional world, take these tools, step into your next event with a new sense of purpose, and remember that fortune favors the brave. Don't forget to hit the like button, share with a friend who might need this video, and subscribe for more practical, confidence-building strategies in our Ready for Anything series. Your subscription fuels better content, and we're all about leveling up together. Happy networking, and good luck out there. Until next time, folks, be bold, stay respectful, and always be ready for anything.